Hi everyone, my name is Yitong and welcome back to another top tips session. Today we'll be talking about model compression and binary files in Oasys Primer. So in this video, you will understand the difference between what's compressed output files and what we refer to as compact binary output files. And of course, we're going to talk about the advantages of these different types of output files too. We also learn how to output data in both zipped or compact binary format from Oasys Primer. Lastly, we'll discover the reduction in output file sizes using a demo model when we output it in either the compressed or binary output files. So let's talk a bit about the motivation of these output files first. So as we all know, the time taken for the transfer of .key files increases with our file sizes as well. And sometimes when you have include files of a model that are situated in various directories, the transfer of data becomes increasingly difficult because if you don't package everything into a single file, you have to source all of these different files from various directories before sending it over to different people. So how we can solve these issues is by using compressed/binary output files. And how you can access these compressed/binary output files is through the image below. So inside model.write, if you look at a format, if you click on it, then you would see these two different modes over here called compression and also binary. So let's look into both of these output files in a bit more detail. So what are the differences between a compressed file and binary file? So compressed file, you typically see this as .gzip or .zip format, depending on whether you compress it with Linux or Windows. And if we want to compare the file size of a .zip or .gzip file compared to the original model, we normally see it as around 25 to 35% of the original model size, which is quite a big reduction. So that makes transfer of files much more quicker. At the same time, you can also package all of these files. So if you have a master file with many include files, you can package them all into one .zip archive. So that means when you're transferring data, you essentially just have to transfer one file across, and that makes it much easier. Binary files, on the other hand, is quite different from compressed files. So when data is written in binary format, it means that these files are much smaller compared to its original ASCII format, and it's also faster to read back into Oasys Primer. Binary files are not human readable or editable. So normally when you edit your .key file in a text editor, you'll be able to see all your keywords and your inputs. But if you change this to a binary format and you open it up on the text editor, you won't be able to read it because binary files are not human readable. However, it does preserve the ASCII keyword deck layout. And not to worry, because when you convert files into binary format, Oasys Primer can also convert these binary files back into its normal ASCII format as well. And note that this should always be performed before you run any ANSYS LS-DYNA analysis, because otherwise you will get an error termination. Just another note as well, you can essentially also compress binary files as well. So to make file size even smaller, you could essentially convert your ASCII files into binary files and then compress that into a .gzip or .zip format before sending the data across. So how do we change this file output formats then? So we've mentioned that under model write, we can click on format, which is highlighted in the red box, to change the output format, either through compression or through the binary tab. So if we look at compressed file, there's three different options other than the original, which is .gzip, .zip, and also a packed.zip as well. And let's look at the differences together in the next slide. So I have a model over here. If we look all the way on the left, in the original model, I have in red the master file, which essentially quotes all of the blue files, and those are quoted by star includes. If let's say we were to save everything out in individual.gzip format, then you can see all of those files are essentially zipped up individually. Similarly, if we save it out in individual .zip format, all of those files are also zipped out individually in a .zip format. Whereas for a packed .zip, the only thing that you will be outputting is just one file output, and that contains all of the .key files. So that's the recommended setting if you were to transfer data across to other people. So compressed keyword files can also be read back into Oasys Primer. So simply, there's two ways. Either when you have like an Oasys Primer session, which is already on, you could just drag the .zip file into the existing Primer session, and that should open up the .key files fine. Or you could just use the model read, and essentially under File, just browse and search for your .key.zip file, and Primer should be able to open that file up perfectly fine as well. Now let's look at binary files on the other hand. So you can go under binary over there, and then you can toggle on use binary, and that will allow your keyword files to be saved in binary instead of ASCII format. And how do you know that your key files are saved in binary formats? There's two ways. One is when you look at the output files, instead of being saved as a .key file, it's saved as a .kby file, and that stands for a binary format file. And the second way is if you open it up in a text editor, you would realize now that there is a start binary, and anything after that, you won't be able to read what's actually happening. But as we mentioned, Primer will be able to read all of this just fine. Just remember to convert it back into an ASCII format before submitting an LS-DYNA analysis. And as mentioned, Primer can change this back into a .key file. And if you want to do that, simply change your output format from a binary to the ASCII format. So we have the Honda Accord model. And this model, we have tried it out to zip it up in different formats to give you an idea of the reduction in file size relative to its original ASCII format. As you can see, when we zipped it up into a individual.gzip, individual.zip, or pack.zip file, we get around like 29.4% of its original output. So that's a huge reduction in file sizes. So in terms of like comparing the original ASCII format and the binary format, we can see that once we change the ASCII format to a binary format, we essentially reduce around like 29% of the file sizes. And when you take this binary output and you compress it once again, then you can see that we further reduce the file size so that relative to its original file size, it's only 23.3%. And that makes reading into Primer or sending the data much quicker compared to sending the full original ASCII format. So one more thing to talk about, which is a version 22 update. In Oasys Primer version 22, you have a new file format option that's been added when you choose to select specific include files to write. So how can you toggle this? Is in your model write section, there should be an option in number 1 called select files. So when you click on select files, that allows you to choose which include files you would like to write out and which include files you would like to not write out. And this gives a bit more flexibility so that for different include files, if you want to write certain include files in compressed form, certain include files in binary format, certain in ASCII format, or so on and so forth, you can customize that in this method. So to give a summary of what we've talked about today, users can efficiently compress models into a .gzip or .zip format with Oasys Primer, and that allows for smoother data transfer based on the reduction of file sizes. Oasys Primer can also convert your files between the ASCII and binary format, and that also reduces your file size and increases the speed in data being read into Primer. So to efficiently work on large models, what we normally recommend is to write out files in uncompressed binary format and to only read specific include files that you are working on into Primer. So because what that means is that you're not reading the full model into Primer, which contains a lot of elements or so on and so forth that Primer will be loading that you don't require. So I'm linking something in the description below as well. This is a previous webinar that we've delivered, and it talks about how to read specific star include files into Primer, so that you get the best practices when working with large models as well. We highly recommend you watch that video. Lastly, just a reminder that all of your binary files should be converted back into an ASCII format before you run any ANSYS LS-DYNA analysis. And to do this, this can be performed in Oasys Primer. So that's it for today's top tip session. Thank you for listening and hope to see you soon in the next one.